Saemangeum is a newly made term using a combination of three letters. Se for new expansion, Man derived from the Mangyong Plains, Geum from the Gimje Plains, meaning to reclaim new fertile lands such as the Mangyong Gimje Plains that have been well known for possessing rich soil for a long time. In the late 1960s, the Saemangeum Seawall project began to resolve severe drought and global food shortages while establishing a stable food self-sufficiency plan. Saemangeum, situated at the center of the Pan-Yellow Sea region, has approximately 60 huge markets with a population of over 1 million within a 3-hour flight distance, and advantageous conditions of playing a role of a bridgehead in trade of the Pan-Yellow Sea regions encompassing China, Japan, and Eurasia. In order to resolve common problems and make strides into becoming a global economic cooperation hub based on its geographical benefits, Saemangeum is making efforts for co-prosperity and promoting cooperation between nations and industries with the vision of Saemangeum, the city that is fostering a new civilization. The Saemangeum Seawall Project is a large-scale government-run project for constructing the 33.9-kilometer-long Saemangeum Seawall connecting between Buon and Gunsan, 291 square kilometers of new reclaimed land, and 118 square kilometers of freshwater lake. Its total development area of 409 square kilometers amounts to the same as 2/3 of Seoul, 140 times the size of Yeouido, 5 times the size of Manhattan, and 4 times the size of Paris. Once this project is completed, the area of Jeollabuk-do and the territory of the Republic of Korea will be extended by 5% and 0.4% respectively. The Saemangeum Seawall project has been ongoing for 45 years, including project planning that started in the 1970s and the General Development Plan in September 2014. The details of the projects are as follows. In 1987, the implementation plan of the West Coast Reclamation Project was announced. In 1991, the construction of the Saemangeum Seawall began after legal procedures including environmental impact assessment. In May 2006, the Supreme Court ruled in favor of the project after a 5-year court battle with environmental organizations, and the final seawall construction work was successfully completed. In 2008, the basic concept of internal development was modified, and the Special Act on the Saemangeum project was enacted. On April 27, 2010, the historic Saemangeum Seawall ribbon-cutting ceremony was finally held at the Shinsi-do construction site. In 2011, the General Saemangeum Development Plan was announced, which is a framework of the project. In 2012, the Special Act on Promotion of the Saemangeum Project was enacted. Lastly, in September 2014, the General Saemangeum Development Plan was determined. The next explanation is about the Saemangeum Seawall. All construction processes were completed for the world's longest seawall, the 33.9-kilometer-long Saemangeum Seawall, including planning, design, and construction, based on self-developed technologies of the Korea Rural Community Corporation. The Saemangeum Seawall not only reduced construction costs, but also minimized environmental damages by applying the Korea's first construction technique of using riprap and sea sand for the cross-sections of the seawall. The seawall is boasting its splendor of 290 meters of width and 36 meters of height. However, most of it is underwater, and only 11 meters of its top is visible above sea level. The 4-lane road and 2-lane road are constructed on its upper and lower part respectively. 2 sluice gates that control internal water levels and flood discharge from Dongjungang River and Nangyanggang River are installed on Garyeo-do Island and Shinsi-do Island. The Korea's largest hydraulic linear sluice gates can drain 16,000 tons of water into the ocean every second, and are equipped with miter gates, which can be used as a fish path and accommodate 400-ton vessels. These sluice gates are expected to be able to secure 1 billion tons of water resources every year and prevent natural disasters and water pollution. In addition, The General Saemangeum Management System, constructed and operated by the Saemangeum Seawall Project Group of the Korea Rural Community Corporation, systematically and efficiently controls the seawall and sluice gates and prevents disasters and environmental damages through flood forecasting and an alarm system. Next is the General Saemangeum Development Plan. Saemangeum is divided into Agricultural and Biological District, Industrial and Research District, International Cooperation District, Tourism and Leisure District, Environmental and Ecological District, Urban District, and other facilities according to the purposes of use. All districts are located in an optimal location considering their functions. The Agricultural and Biological District that will lead the future agricultural industry will be developed to become the National Agricultural and Biology Cluster with a wide range of functions encompassing eco-friendly and high-quality advanced agriculture, export-oriented agricultural industry, support for R&D and agricultural service, agricultural tourism, and rural cities. The Industrial and Research District, including the Saemangeum Industrial Complex and its neighboring areas, will be developed as the center of major businesses, new growth engine industry, and relevant research facilities to meet the individual investment demands of domestic and foreign leading corporations and the demands for an integrated complex for relevant corporations. The International Cooperation District, encompassing industrial, logistics, international cooperation, cultural, tourism, and international service functions, will be developed as the symbol, hub, and center of Saemangeum over the long term. In the Tourism and Leisure District, that will become the International Premium Tourism and Leisure Hub, various anchor facilities, including integration of large-scale complex resorts, accommodations, shopping malls, and cultural facilities, will be installed. The Environmental and Ecological District, constructed with the goal of creating conditions for a site which can be restored by nature itself, will be divided into the Core Zone, Buffer Zone, and Transfer Zone for harmonization of preservation and usage, and will be developed as a unique ecological environment that can be globally recognized. In the Urban District, which is planned as a premium state-of-the-art city based on the abundant waterfront environment adjacent to Mangyeongan River, the core area where tourism, leisure, industrial, and commercial functions are concentrated in will be determined and developed as a waterfront tourism hub. In addition, port, airport, railway, and road facilities will be extended and newly established in Saemangeum to improve the mobility and accessibility for fast and smooth transportation. Next is the current internal development of the Korea Rural Community Corporation. The waterfall area is composed of 11 construction blocks with a total length of 62.1 kilometers. Among them, the construction of the waterfall of the leading project area for the Agricultural and Biological District will be completed by 2015. Eco-friendly two-lane roads will be constructed on the upper parts of the waterfalls, and four-sided protection will be installed that considers neighboring landscapes and ecological conditions in order to improve usability. The Korea Rural Community Corporation is developing the Agricultural and Biological District and constructing the eco-friendly advanced agricultural infrastructure in order to make Saemangeum into the base for stable food supply being its original purpose. The Agricultural and Biological District is arranged considering the connectivity with the International Cooperation District and the possibility of development in association with agri-food specialized areas, including Saemangeum supporting areas, such as the Iksan National Food Cluster and Innovative City Jeonbuk. In addition, the Rural City District is being developed in accordance to the settlement environment for people engaged in agriculture and relevant industries. The Agricultural and Biological District will contribute to the construction of a state-of-the-art environment for the agricultural industry, such as the food production complex for stable food supply, and construct a foundation for export-oriented agriculture and future agriculture based on R&D activities and international competitiveness. In addition, a multifunctional space for eco-friendly agricultural, ecological, cultural, and housing functions will be constructed. The Environmental and Ecological District will be constructed as an eco-friendly water storage space at the end of the drainage channels of the Agricultural and Biological District and perform multifunctional